Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Avalanche podcast, where we talk about everything gaming, esports, and social media. I'm your host, Ripper56.
And I am your other host, Psychopan3000.
We're the Two Bros Gaming on Twitch and all other social media platforms. Let's just jump into it. The kind of thing that we're going for today is why we started AVA. We're going to talk a bit about AVA, and then we're going to go into a bit of the plans for AVA. AVA is our esports org that we started just about a month ago.
Yeah.
We still haven't done too much with it right now, but we will be jumping into a lot of the esports and competitive world in the coming year.
It just was kind of a soft launch that we did just to kind of tease it. We are going to be mainly beginning some more content out in the coming months, getting into different competitions. So yeah, very excited about that.
Yeah. So like first thing we'll just start off is, why did we start AVA?
We started AVA because there's really not much options for esports in Canada right now. We have Toronto Ultra, and I think that's about it for major competitions and orgs in Canada. And even that, I think Toronto Ultra is owned by Unilever out of the States. I
believe so, but it's owned by Luminosity, is it not?
No, Luminosity owns Surge.
Okay.
So there's really not much like for teams in Canada. Like, I enjoy the Ultra and all that stuff, but there's none in Vancouver, there's none in Edmonton, there's only one in our major city.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, there's an opportunity to create something for the rest of Canada.
Indeed, I agree with that. I think why we started AVA is just to be able to have esports org, be able to sign who we want to sign, as in like family-friendly creators, and be able to create something that we can stand behind. And yeah, I think that's just it's a really good opportunity for us as streamers, and yeah,
and just creating more of like a lot of other orgs. They sign like a lot of creators, and we want ones that's mainly more of the family-friendly side, because I feel like especially on Twitch, family-friendly, they're mainly viewed as like
they're so looked over,
or they're underappreciated, especially when signing to an org.
Unless you're like Nick830, who has like 1 million followers. Look at the ones who are smaller. I'm thinking Duke of Nukes. He has like 40,000?
50,000
or
60.
He's not even signed to an org. Like, he's an incredible creator, Duke of Nukes, and I'm thinking, I was gonna say replays, but he's phased, so I can't say replays. But I'm just thinking of like smaller, family-friendly content creators who are just fantastic at what they do and just have never been given a chance to be signed to an org. And yeah, orgs really help people. We want to be able to help all creators who are out there. So,
man.
Okay. Why did we choose the name Alberta Avalanche? That's a question that we've had once or twice. So I think that one's a good one to start off the talk about AVA. So why not?
Oh, that's actually a tough one. So we originally had I think 2 or 3 different names in the running. We had Avalanche, we had Velocity, and there was one other. Oh, what was it? Wasn't that memorable if I can't remember it.
Yeah, obviously not.
But we wanted something like Velocity and Avalanche. We both wanted something that was catchy, something that you would remember.
Yeah.
And I was just doodling one day and doodled the sketch, just an A and then a V and then an A. And I liked how it looked. And so that's when we were like, oh, Alberta Avalanche or Velocity. And Velocity is a really cool name, but it sounds
sounds too much like other esports orgs.
It doesn't sound
wants to call themselves Velocity.
And we wanted Alberta Avalanche, and an avalanche is a very unstoppable force, and we were like, kind of means the same thing as Velocity.
Yeah.
And I like the colors. I like the teal, the light blues, the grays, and it fits in with our province because we have a lot of mountain ranges, especially in BC side, and so it was kind of fit the vibe a little bit more for the product and the company that we were making, and so definitely wanted to use Avalanche.
Yeah, Avalanche is it's also a really cool, for the making of their logo and stuff like that. It made an awesome logo.
Oh, and,
yeah. just the AVA. It's clean.
And for most of the branding too, we'll mainly be using the V.
Yeah.
Because if we use the A, it looks too close to Colorado Avalanche, and I like the V. It looks kind of cool. I have a couple of mock designs for a couple of new merch that I should be coming out soon here, hopefully.
Yeah, and it's just AVA is just the abbreviation that we use for it as well. Just A, capital A, lowercase v, capital A. So
It's also easy to remember. I kind of
also
like it, too.
very easy. It's also just hashtag AVA on Twitter if you're wondering. Yeah.
Snowfall warning.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to sell you on that one.
We're
but you
not
don't want
doing.
that one.
We are not doing snowfall warning.
I think that would be perfect.
That's not okay. Like, I think there's like a comment section on podcasts. Is there not?
It depends on,
On
where
YouTube.
you're...
On YouTube.
On
there
YouTube there
Yeah.
is. I'm not sure
Comment
about
down
Thomas.
below. If you're on YouTube, comment down below.
Or put it in our
What do you
Discord.
want our hashtag to be? Right now, it's just hashtag AVA. I'm not super particular on
Snowfall warning. Come
snowfall
on,
warning.
bro.
Like what, dude? Snowfall warning?
It's explosive. It's kind of
No.
cool.
Explosive? How is snowfall
You have
warning
to blow up
explosive?
this avalanche in order to cause an avalanche, you know? That's
No.
avalanche control for you.
Well, avalanche control, but not just a normal causing avalanche. Yeah,
I
no,
still like
not
snowfall
snowfall warning, bro.
I
Come
still
on.
like snowfall warning.
Maybe it should be hashtag ice caps.
That sounds like a Tim Hortons product.
Ice caps. It does. It does.
And what
Or
are
if
we
the
now, a
Washington-
Tim Hortons offshoot?
Or if the Washington Capitals came up to Canada, called them the ice caps. Sorry, I thought that was.
That's actually a pretty good name.
That's a pretty good name, ice caps. Yeah, but no, I'm not doing snowfall warning. Just comment down below what you want it to be or what you'd like to see it to be in the future. Oh my goodness.
Snowfall warning.
Not snowfall warning. Please, I'm begging you. Maybe we should call it hashtag ice storm.
Hashtag psycho is right.
Ooh, ice storm? Hashtag ice storm. But then again, how does that go with an avalanche?
I don't know. Snowfall warning sounds better.
How does snowfall warning go with an
We
avalanche?
snow on the competition. At the end of the day, we're gonna choose one, and if I get a hold of our Twitter, I can just make it snowfall warning. You know,
You could.
that's
do
always
that.
a plan.
I mean, yeah, but like still, bro.
I think it sounds
Snowfall
good.
Warning?
It's catchy, gets to the point. I don't know. It just sounds catchy.
Ah. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on to the next question. What is our plans for AVA?
Hopefully in the
water for this
future, like right now we're going for FNCS this year, so maybe possibly getting to the second or third round of FNCS, maybe even qualifying.
Yep.
Like that would be cool for us. In the future, like in down the road, it'd be cool to have like an esports, a couple of different esports teams, so like a Valorant team,
Fortnite team.
Fortnite,
Apex.
sign a couple of different pros, content creators.
Mhm.
So just different pros and creators that are more
Yeah.
of the family-friendly spectrum. Definitely
Yeah.
ones that you could like watch together as family. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And just
And there's not many orgs out there who have. Well, first of all, there's not that many family-friendly content creators out there. Period. But there's not many orgs that sign family-friendly content creators. So.
like what we said earlier, but it would be cool just to have like these different teams to compete for different like championships, because it would be cool to have like a Valorant team in the future.
Yeah.
That'd be like maybe like 4 to 5 years down the road, depending if Valorant's still around by that time, which I
It probably
see.
will be. The esports is going kind of strong for Valorant.
And I could see it kind of turning into like a CSGO of just becoming
Yeah.
like a cult classic, because that game's been around
Mhm.
since what, 2012.
Oh, it's extremely old. It's like 2008. Wait,
think
what?
so.
What? When was CSGO released? There we go.
It's an old
Uh,
game.
August 21st, 2012.
2012. So
wow.
I was right. It was 2012.
That's
Wow.
kind of insane.
Like,
When
I
was
could-
Valorant released?
That was 2020. It's been out for about 2 years
Yeah,
now.
2020, June 2nd, 2020. Wow, that's crazy. 2 years already. That's
Mhm.
crazy. It's fat-
So I could see
wow.
Valorant being like an 8-year game, like,
Mhm.
because it's more of a tactical shooter than it
Yeah.
is like a battle royale, or even like a multiplayer, because the multiplayer is a really short shelf life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see it lasting a really long time. So maybe getting a
Mhm.
different esports team in the future, different competitions.
Oh, League of Legends team. That would also be fun because, I mean, I don't know how to play League of Legends.
I've tried watching
So-
League, but it's like you have to do mathematics plus play a game.
People who
haven't
play it are big brain.
Oh yeah, they're
Crazy
incredibly
big
smart.
brain. Like it's like there are not many games that I could say I can't play. That one is probably the one that I cannot play.
Yep, I
It's
agree with you.
crazy. Like I've wanted to, but it just
I look at it and I'm just like, I have no idea what to do. I don't even know how to move.
you
That
know what's
game's-
bad when one of the biggest content creators in the world had to hire an esports coach in order to play it.
Ninja.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, but like, yeah. So what's our plans for Twitch, the Twitch side of our AVA?
Yeah, but just kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, creating more of like a family-friendly environment of like when you see they're signed, oh, they're Alberta Avalanche, oh, they're family-friendly, or at least on the family-friendlier spectrum.
Yeah.
So that way you can be like, oh, I can watch this with my family, I can watch it with my kids, don't have to worry about muting.
Doesn't necessarily mean that every content creator will sign. Well, mostly content creators will probably sign as family friendly. Esports players probably not.
I don't think there's very many. I actually, like, there's Yivy. Yivy's a really good family-friendly esports player.
Yeah, he's good. He's very
He's
good.
goated.
No, yeah, he's goated. Like he's great. But I don't think there's many esports players themselves.
I'm not really sure though, because I don't watch too many esports, so I can't really say that definitely though. And I don't really watch. I should actually start watching some more of like the in-person ones, because
Yeah.
is Valorant in person still, or is that
Valorant,
online?
I think some Valorants are still in person. Yeah, like some of their
think they-
bigger ones maybe.
I think like for the
think so.
like the championships are still in
I
person.
think they have to.
hmm
I think that's like part of their game. What about well, I know we talk about this like all the time, but what about Call of Duty? With the new Microsoft buying it out, with them cleaning up a bit of the company, what about possibly in the future a Call of Duty team?
My thing with Call of Duty is even if Microsoft cleans up its act and makes it like a really good game, I still couldn't play it.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me, because there's the mental side
Yeah.
of where it changes the way that your brain handles stress,
Mhm.
and it destroys part of that and turns you it damages your brain in the long
Yep.
run. And there's new reports coming out that it does that. So I wouldn't want that. I still can't. I don't see a place for Call of Duty in the future.
I wasn't meaning us playing it like on stream.
Well,
or
I mean
something.
for like
was more meaning,
for our pros either. I
Pros.
couldn't sign somebody and make them play that game. Like
Yeah.
as and endorse them playing a game that damages their mental health.
Yep. There's two sides of the coin though.
Like if you were a
because-
content creator and chose to play it, I would still sign you. But if you are part of our team and we signed you to play that game, I couldn't legally not legally. I
well-
couldn't consciously pay you to play a game that I know damages somebody's brain. So I still don't see a future for us
Okay.
or for our org.
What about competitive
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards? Yes, that's what
I
that was
was
not
like-
exactly what I was thinking, but okay.
But like seriously, I don't think like if you could open packs and be able to see these different packs,
yeah.
and
you just all tapped or something. Tap? Okay. You
I
tapped.
have no idea. I think we're still recording.
Yeah, we're still recording. That
My
tab,
screen
though.
just went blank, so
Yeah,
I'm just currently
that was just
staring at
what's
myself.
going on there. Anyway, back at it. Okay.
Did you touch the tablet?
I didn't touch anything on the tablet. I promise you, I didn't touch it.
Oh, I have it hooked up to the capture card, so therefore it just flickers every once in a
just
blue moon.
flickered? Okay. All good.
But like competitive Pokemon cards, I think that's an untapped market. Seriously, you get 5 pros in the room. You grab them each a different pack. They have to open the pack, and whoever has the most value of Pokemon cards at the end of these openings. Big brain. Like that could be $1 billion. Forget
That
poker
actually
tournaments.
sounds like
It's
a lot of fun,
Pokemon
though.
tournaments.
Could you imagine? That actually sounds like a lot of fun in
If
person.
anybody's watching it, you have to credit the Two Bros Gaming on Twitch
Yes.
if you take this idea and send us tickets, because I want to go to the
I
very
want to.
world's first
Please do.
Pokemon pack opening competition.
Please do. All right.
We just gave somebody a good idea.
That's a great idea.
We could host our own, call it the Two Bros Packs, or the
Yeah.
AVA pack opening.
That's an idea. That's an idea.
That actually sounds fun.
I was probably actually going to say competitive goose game.
Untitled Goose Game?
Untitled goose game.
How about Duck Duck Goose?
Competitive Duck Duck Goose.
You know
Getting
what
like
Duck
25 pros and just running out duck 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 duck.
No, it's a game, Duck Duck Goose.
Duck 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 duck.
No,
duck,
no,
duck,
no,
goose.
it's an online game like Among Us, Duck Duck Goose.
Excuse me, there's an actual game?
Yes, and you're
Online?
one of
Is it
you're
like
all
is it
ducks.
similar to the actual
You're all
Oh,
ducks,
right,
and
it's
one
a
of you is a
rip-off
goose.
of Among
So you have
Us.
to find the goose.
Right, I forgot about
Competitive
that
Duck
one.
Duck Goose. But competitive real life Duck Duck
Yeah,
Goose would actually be
IRL Duck
fun.
Duck Goose. Yeah.
I feel like some of these games are just too good to pass up on. When we have the first BroCon, Duck
BroCon.
Duck Goose and pack opening.
BroCon 2025. Yeah, that'll be
Hopefully.
coming to you soon, hopefully.
Yeah, probably would be hosted.
then again, how many years has Tim the Tatman been streaming for? Like
10.
10, 11
Well,
years?
he's only doing his because he can't do TwitchCon.
That's true. Which is kind of sad. Bye-bye, Timmy. Anyway. Okay, what about...
Competitive Duck Duck Goose. I still love that idea.
Here's one thing. What about YouTube? Like, would we sign people who are signed to YouTube? Like,
Yeah.
would it... Yeah, wouldn't be anything different. You know, it's just sometimes you think about things and, you know...
Yeah, I wouldn't definitely be any different if you were a part of a YouTube team, if you were a part of Twitch, even if there was another platform in the future like TikTok.
Yeah.
Um,
TikTok's getting OBS soon here, so... Its own OBS. It's getting its own OBS.
yeah, my thing with TikTok streaming is just
There's too much. There's too
there's
much
too
going
much
on.
content. It's like YouTube. Like YouTube, you have to be very, very, very action-packed in your content,
Yeah.
or be a very personality-based, or you're just gonna see yourself dwindle because there's so much to distract you. And I feel like that's the same with TikTok.
Mhm.
Like they would need a separate app so that you wouldn't get distracted.
Yeah. That's the thing with YouTube Shorts that I never understood is because, well, YouTube in itself is a longer form content,
Mhm.
but YouTube Shorts doesn't have its own separate app.
I actually found it. It's actually really cool on YouTube. When you tap on a short, it puts it almost like the reel, so you keep scrolling.
I did see that. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
That
on
is
mobile.
cool, but it doesn't have its own separate app,
Mhm.
which I'm wondering, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know. Guess we'll talk about that in a later podcast.
We'll talk YouTube in a different right now, but
Yeah.
I really don't see any difference. Like,
Mhm.
if you are a YouTube streamer, if you're
TikTok
a Twitch streamer,
streamer.
if you're a toaster streamer, if you're a Samsung Fridge live streamer, like as long as you
Samsung-
are
Samsung
passionate
Fridge
of your
streamer.
content that you're making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about passion, you know. It's do you have what it takes to continue growing your business, or well, it is a business, so I'm gonna say business, but you're growing your
Career
stream,
and your community.
yeah.
And
It takes years. Some of the biggest content creators in the world have been streaming for 15, 16 years. So
or doing YouTube before
or
that
been
too.
YouTube. Oh yeah, much longer before that. Like it's all about putting in the time, putting in the effort to, and that's all about
It's about drive. It's about power. We,
We
say
stay
hungry.
hungry,
We
we
devour.
devour,
Put in
catch
the
in,
work.
yep.
Put in the hours to take what's ours.
yeah. I don't want to get DMCA'd. I don't know how it works on Spotify. Uh, wait, how
You're
does
allowed-
it work on Spotify?
You're allowed 10 seconds of copyrighted content on Spotify.
Same, well, probably like with YouTube and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You're as long as it's added in. So if you wanted to do like a movie clip of the car crashing, then you'd be fine.
Ah.
Like as long
Okay.
as it's not over 10 seconds. So I could play like 10 seconds of that clip. It's about put in the try, put it up, and it would be fine. You
Ah.
couldn't DMAC strike it at all
Okay, good.
because it's still under the free use.
Sure. Okay, let's get into a little bit of.
I nearly just touched my computer keyboard that's under the table that I use for push to talk. I wonder what it did if my keyboard smashed. We might live stream to. We might start live streaming to I don't know where because I don't know what I'm signed in on this platform.
Apparently, there is actually another streaming platform up on the rise. I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what it was called. But it's a lot smaller and it's a little more difficult to maneuver around, so it's kind of weird.
What is it called?
I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, is it like the one that you can also link to Stream Elements?
Yes, I believe so.
And that one's been around for a few years now. It hasn't grown much, unfortunately.
Oh, sad. Anyway, like in the future of AVI, what would we like to do for like, let's say IRL events, like in-person gaming events, stuff like that?
I would love to
we
host like a
think about doing
5-10 grand. This is like years down
Years.
the road.
that? Years in the
It'd be
future.
cool to like around a local area, pick a cool local venue like the West End, something like that, and do an in-person Fortnite LAN tournament.
Mhm.
That'd be so much fun. Or even just do it
Yeah.
in the like. There's just so many cool areas around here,
Mhm.
and we have so many nice hotels, so much nice areas.
Yeah, even doing it outside in like the summer, Could you imagine? That would be like an esports tournament outside in like...
You
I
do
don't
realize we're in Alberta, right? The weather changes 5 times a day.
Yeah, that's true.
You would be sunny at 30 degrees and pouring rain trying to cover up your PCs.
Or even playing in the Edmonton Elks arena. That would be awesome. Be like Tim the Tower, like playing in like Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, Fortnite, when you need a new spot for the World Cup, Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Good spot.
Scott, what? How big is the Elks arena? 15,000,
The
16,000?
Commonwealth.
Yeah, Commonwealth
It's
Arena.
Commonwealth. I think it's... Actually, I can Google it here.
Yeah.
If I know where my mouse is.
Size of
Commonwealth Arena.
it is
Commonwealth Stadium. It is roughly... One second here.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, 42,000.
42,500 capacity. Yes. And we've actually got decent Wi-Fi here, so, you know. Hit us up Fortnite. Come on.
Yep, we got a good venue
Please, we're
for you.
begging. We're begging. So we're not overseas. Please.
That'd be cool if they
Wasn't
put
it last time? Wasn't it overseas?
No, I think it was,
Was
in
it
New York.
Australia?
I think it was New York.
What was it called? Fortnite
World Cup.
World
I think the World Cup was in New
Cup.
York.
Place. Maybe it was it? That's not how you spell place. Okay, that's Z, not A. Place.
Yeah,
New
that's
York.
not
It
how
was in New York.
I was right.
Was it Madison Square Garden?
I think so.
Was it Madison Square Garden?
Possibly.
Madison Square Garden.
I believe so.
Cup. It is indeed. It was Madison Square Garden.
Wow, that's actually a pretty big arena.
Oh, no. Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Ah, Sag.
Okay. Whew, I was like, Madison Square Garden, how'd they afford that? Like, imagine renting out that for... But then again, it's sold out completely, so... It would be fun to attend IRL events, though. Like, as AVA and stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like TwitchCon. I mean, I want to go to TwitchCon so badly, but...
The plane tickets are so expensive.
The
right
plane tickets mostly is what's so expensive about it. And it's just like, no. I don't even know if is it going to happen this year?
now. I believe it is.
I think they're still planning, but I don't know.
Heard otherwise.
I don't know.
All I know is it's in San Diego.
Yeah. It looks like it's a gorgeous area in San Diego, though.
Well, who knows? Maybe the plane tickets will go down price by the time. That'd be nice.
Hopefully. It looks like a lot of fun, though. Meeting all those bigger content creators. Yeah, it's awesome.
And TwitchCon. Let's just be real. TwitchCon.
TwitchCon, yeah. Do you get an affiliates badge when you go to TwitchCon?
Yeah, but only one of us could because there's only one of us that are affiliates.
No, we both are. Bonsai did it.
True.
Bonsai did it, so...
So we'd both be affiliates.
Yeah, we'd both be affiliates. Both get our affiliate badges. And now, a word from our sponsors. Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is free to play on mobile and PC, and graphics look incredible for a mobile game. Gameplay is simple and incredibly fun. It is rated top 3 RPG game on mobile and has over 15 million downloads. Use the link and promo code down below to get a lot of free stuff. We don't?
Wait, was that just a sponsor?
Hmm?
What?
That was a sponsorship, but
Okay.
anyway.
Put some raid clips in there too if you can.
Some what?
Raid clips.
Oh yeah, I will.
Maybe even Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum? I bet just for our raid sponsorship, I just might watch all of their trailers that they have. Instead of play the game, just
Alright.
watch all of their...
You know what? Let's talk a bit about Fortnite. Let's talk about the direction they're going. Let's talk about the newest updates. You know, let's just broaden our thing than just AVA. Let's go into a bit of
Bit of a video games.
Bit of a video games.
Yeah, we could do some
We
Fortnite.
can do some Call of Duty. Talk about Call of Duty a bit.
Well, right now with Fortnite, my thing is, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Like,
Oh.
even if they release no content till the end of the month, which I don't see them doing,
no, not at all.
it's gonna be incredible. Just they put so much into this game, and then next season rolling up next month as well, hands down. Like, and then Creative 2.0 coming out. Like, I think that's gonna be an underrated addition to the game. Is you're gonna have the ability to create an entire game and upload it to Fortnite.
I think creative in general is underrated right now. Like, it's good for like learning new tactics of like building and stuff. Like, it's underrated and underused, unless of course you're in the competitive space.
Well, like creative right now is like, it's really cool that you can make it like little games and like mini games, but the ability to create it, like, you could have an entire role play.
Yeah.
If you wanted to put Minecraft into Fortnite and use your skins, you can do that when Creative 2.0 comes out.
Yeah.
It's gonna like Roblox. It's a cool game. It's pretty cool, but the graphics are absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of sad to say. It's like I wouldn't let kids play it sort of thing. It's a strange sight. But the ability then to do that, of creating new things in Fortnite, with like those type of graphics with Unreal Engine, it's gonna be incredible. Forget GTA roleplay. This is gonna be Fortnite roleplay. I would love that. Would be dope.
That would
Fortnite
be
roleplay.
crazy. Like, wow.
Or even a survival mode where like you have to harvest your wood to build your house. But like that would be cool. I would love that.
And with like, they're always, like you said, they might not, like, sorry, not that might not, but they, like, you don't think they're gonna stop updating. They're not gonna stop updating.
no.
Their game, they're gonna keep on bringing out new content because they care about their player base. They care about their experience, even though right now they've had the most
Server crashes.
server
Well,
crashes
that's because they've had
ever.
the most amount of players ever playing.
Yeah. So they've had that because that's got to be hard on servers and stuff like that. So, but they still care about their player base, and they update the game as much as possible. They try to keep the servers up to date as much as possible. Yeah. And they have to, of course, because of the building aspect of it.
Server maintenance.
You need server maintenance for that.
Well, I'm just gonna compare it to this right now, and I know everybody compares Fortnite and Warzone together. Like,
yeah. Which I don't think they are comparable at all, to be honest.
a better comparison would be Fortnite and Apex and Warzone, because they're both FPSs. The only game you can really technically compare Fortnite to is like PUBG, because it's a third person as well.
True.
But like, I'm just gonna do it because Fortnite and Warzone, they both release new maps at around similar times. Same thing with Apex as well. Actually, we can compare all three.
Yeah,
Like,
let's compare all three.
Apex is a good game. I love Apex. The ranked
it.
side is cool. I like that it has a ranked for a first-person shooter. The problem is with Apex is the lack of content as a content creator.
That is true.
Like, it's good for the first month, but as soon as after that month, there's nothing more to grind. You've done everything you need to do.
It's a
unless you have a
competitive
battle
game.
pass. There's no new like content for the content creator side.
Yeah.
So I feel like for that, there's no YouTube videos to keep it popular
No.
unless it's ranked videos.
I mean, it's popular in the rank side. You don't see much of the Apex videos reach over 100,000.
Or a few million.
Unless, of course, it's like leaks or something like that. But you don't see them much, like some of the competitive videos, you don't see them much hit over 100,000.
Well,
views,
I haven't checked those facts, so I can't verify that statement. But like,
Well, I'm looking at like Nick Merckx. He hasn't really hit. He's got like 60 to 70,000. Like I don't honestly care about the numbers, but like for his Apex videos,
one second, I want to see his views.
his views rate. Not that it matters. Views never really matter. He's doing what he loves, and that's what I respect out of him.
I love his.
Why is there so many stinking 85, 68, 71,
128,
128, 78, 100,
106,
114, 130.
Yeah, that's still really good views. Like, let's go back.
100,000. So that's really good views.
This is a completely new game, Fortnite.
It's Fortnite one hit 300,000. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, it's.
Well, I feel like like, also another thing with Apex that's a little bit hard. It's a really good game and all that,
Love it. I love it.
but for the first time viewer of like just the average inventory of content, it's really hard to like sit down, pull up the video, and like, what is going on here? like you kind of have to know a little bit of the lore, a little bit of the story of like what the characters do.
Yeah.
So like for a first-time viewer, if you just all of a sudden, oh, let's watch some Apex, I hear good things about it, you're gonna be confused, kind of like what happened with Splitgate.
Yeah.
It was a really good game, just hard to watch. And like,
I mean, I think people catch on quickly. Like, if you play at least one round of Apex, you'll probably understand mostly what's going on. Except for, of course, the finer details.
the problem is one side of like getting them after they like see the video of like, oh, I want to play this game. It just seems a lot over your head.
Yeah.
Unless you have somebody that's like, hey, I can show you how to play it.
Yeah.
And that makes it so much easier to learn the game.
Yeah, we've had good teachers of learning to play Apex Legends.
CGS and Tenno.
Yeah, they've been great.
But like,
helping us out.
so I feel like we went on a bunny trail there. But like,
Bunny trails are fine.
so Apex compared to Warzone, both of them dropped the map around the same time. Both of them are very, very similar maps in terms of like they're both tropical maps.
Yeah.
I feel like, and same thing with Fortnite. They dropped the map the third time as well. Apex, I think, except for the Reloaded event, which put new maps into the arena, hasn't touched that map at all since dropped.
No, they fixed bugs, but that's pretty much it.
Same thing with Warzone. They made people mad with their Krampus update. Of like that guy.
Oh my goodness, that guy was annoying.
But again, they've dropped the map, and except for their Reloaded event, they haven't done much. They haven't done anything to the map.
No.
Fortnite, they've already dropped the map. They have the Grotto, they have Tilted, they have Colombos, there's so many new additions to the map. And so it feels like in terms of just even YouTube views, Fortnite is still one of those videos where you can sit down and it's entertaining to watch without it being confusing.
Yeah.
And it's not stale. There's something new every week that you can go, oh, I want to watch a Fortnite video. And I feel like for the views side of like a viewer, if you're not grinding ranked or if you're not a pro, it's easier to do Fortnite than it is Warzone because there's nothing new. Like that $25,000 hide and seek tournament. That was dope. Like that was fun. But that was new. That was fresh. But that was put on by a secondary company, Boom TV.
Yeah.
If like there's more content like that on Warzone, I feel like it would be coming back into the limelight of being that popular battle royale that it was last year.
Yeah.
But I have never seen like, games die out, but for a battle royale, like
for
the
that
big three right now. I mean, the big three games right now is definitely GTA, Fortnite, and Valorant. That's the big three.
Well, Minecraft's always been big.
Oh yeah, well,
so I mean, I would qualify that as like the big. I would still qualify those three as the big three, but I would qualify that one as Minecraft as like an under like a subsection. There we go. That's the right word I'm looking for. A subsection.
My question with Minecraft
always been
though.
Big.
Yeah, Minecraft has always been big.
No matter what.
But I know for Minecraft, a lot of the viewers are younger kids.
Very.
If we took the amount of viewers that were under 12 that were watching Minecraft, I wonder if it would still be in that top 4 spot. That's why I'm not considering it like a top 3 game.
Yeah.
It's simply because I'm not sure of how many viewers are actually above age in following Twitch guidelines of viewing it. On Minecraft, sure, that is definitely a top.
That's a problem.
That's a top 1 game right there because it's the most viewed thing on YouTube
Everywhere.
pretty well for games.
That's like what, 1 trillion views or something like that?
Tim the Tatman playing for Minecraft.
He playing Minecraft right now?
No, what if he did though?
He said he'd never touched the game.
I think him spectating Minecraft content, perfect content. Sorry, that was a bunny trail though.
I take it back, bro. I'm just looking at all these Apex videos, and they're like hitting 500,000, 600,000.
Yeah, like see,
take it back.
We didn't really know much about that view side of. We dropped like 1 Apex video and it had like 20 views. So
I'm going to the Apex. I'm going to the Apex section.
Yeah. I'll just continue while you look at the Apex views. But like
500,000, 500,000, 400,000, 400,000, 200,000, 100,000, 200,000.
But what are those videos? Are they leaks?
Or using
ranked?
movement to kill Twitch streamers. That's nice. 5k damage with no teammates. 500,000. When you see nades, right? That a short? No, that's 8 minutes. Okay, so that's not short. The most chill Pred squad you'll ever witness. Loba has overpowered movement. I agree with that. She does. Apex Legends heirloom bloodhound skin theories. Okay, so that's a leak.
That's a theory.
The new movement
Theories
main.
will always be popular.
Yeah. Those all the ones that will like they
Go to
claim
that
to make-
Fortnite side. See how many views Fortnite has.
All right, let's look at the Fortnite
Oh, I nearly
side.
just pulled all the weights from my mouse out. That's not a good idea. But like,
Fortnite.
I do agree that it's really fun if you know Apex to watch a pred play a video game. Like that's just so much fun because it's just so clean how they play the game. But like, I feel like in just terms of content, there is a reason why Warzone died out so quickly. Of once they dropped their new map, it's just, yeah, it just compared to Apex and Fortnite, they didn't really do much to satisfy people. Like I love Stormpoint. Stormpoint is probably the best map ever on Apex Legends.
Yeah.
It has height, it has varied ground, it has the cannons. There's so many different areas to drop. The loot is also spread out, so you're not all dropping like in one area.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with Apex Legends, and I like this for pros, and I feel like it needs it for the game,
Yeah.
of putting good loot in good areas to challenge like the team to drop there.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
so that way you get some good teams killed quickly because they're all vying for that loot.
Yeah.
And Warzone doesn't really, like, they have top of mountain and you get the loot there and you just sit there for the rest of the game. And I
Yeah.
feel like Fortnite didn't really have that at first with their map of like a spot where the pros can drop. Like
Yeah.
they had, what was it? Daily Bugle, there we go. They had Bugle first off, and everybody dropped Bugle because of the mythics. But now you have 3 different spots with really good loot if you can con it. Like, you have Grotto now, you have Tilted, and you have...
There's so many good POIs right now.
So, like,
It's
there's
crazy.
3 good POIs for the pros to drop.
Yeah.
That way, somebody like us can drop something like Coney or Sleepy.
Yeah.
Sleepy Sounds, and still get some really good loot and still be able to contend, but the pros all have their new drop spots. And I think that's really cool about what Apex and Fortnite have. And it just, for Warzone, they put their good loot up at the top of the mountain, and people just sit there with their loot. It created a camping system.
Okay, so I'm looking at Fortnite's views right now. 1.2 million, 1.3 million, 500,000, 400,000, 500,000, 300,000, 900,000, 600,000, 400,000, 257,000, 200,000, 300,000, 200,000, 300,000. Yeah, that's pretty big category right there.
Oh yeah, Fortnite is a
I'm not seeing much that won't go over that much, so that's
like
crazy.
even Nick A's recent video is trending on like number 2 on not just the video game side, but on the actual YouTube side.
It's crazy. I
Like-
love to see it. I love to see it.
Yeah, and I feel like if Apex did something similar to Fortnite, where they did live content once every other week, did something changed up like not the map, but did something different with the environment that they had. That way they can just like take, so say they had like, I don't know, but they did something like that, or even changed up the loot
Even
pool,
if they did a day-night change,
that would actually be pretty dope.
like even I mean that would get kind of stale later, but like just keep doing simple stuff like that.
Well,
Like the
even doing
day-night
them in-
change is not that hard. They've already done it before. They have the night on many maps.
Oh yeah,
so
or like
because of
the I like their LTMs. Like a lot of Apex's LTMs are a lot of fun. Like the Fright
Yeah.
one, that one was fun. Holiday
A lot of
Train,
them.
I'm not a fan of.
No.
Like bad experience with that.
I don't understand.
I like their arenas,
Yeah.
but I feel like they put so much effort into their arenas, keeping that fresh.
Yeah.
That for a content creator, I feel like Apex could be,
It could be massive.
on the
It's
side of
massive
content.
already, but it could be much bigger.
especially on the content creator side, not
Yeah.
just the ranked side.
Yeah.
Because I feel like right now for content creators, there's really no content creators on Apex unless they're a leaker.
Yeah.
Like people create content through
play
ranked.
it, but there's not people who make content on it. Like people who use one shotgun only. Shotgun only
That
challenge.
one's been done.
Yeah, it's been done.
Like it's been done multiple times, dude.
Thousands of times.
And like
that's why they need something like
people still make content through ranked.
yeah.
But they just need the content in pubs in order to be like, people would want to pull up a pub video, because I feel like if we put an Apex video out, it could have a 30 bomb or a 40 bomb in pubs, but it would just be like, because it wasn't in ranked, it's not really.
Yeah,
it would
'cause
still
you
be
gain
cool,
nothing from it.
and people would still watch it, but it
Yeah.
just wouldn't be as like, oh, they did it in ranked. Ooh, they did it in pubs.
Yeah.
Like,
They wouldn't care as much, no.
like I feel like with Fortnite, it doesn't matter if you do it in ranked. It doesn't matter if you do it in pubs. People
Yeah.
will still watch it.
Yeah. Which I
And-
don't know if that's I think that's part of the game itself. Like it's part of like the community it's built. It's not just it's like
Well, it didn't have ranked
Apex
to
is-
start off.
Well, yeah. So it might have something to do with that. Apex, I think, had ranked when it first dropped.
I'm not sure about that, or at least season 2, maybe
Yeah.
season 3. But like,
Dude.
I feel like Warzone also needs a ranked, like severely, because it's grown really, really, really stale in its content. I feel like Warzone would greatly benefit from a ranked playlist, allowing you to separate pubs from super sweats in the lobby. But I feel like at this point we're kind of just
I mean, we're digressing, but that's totally fine. What happened to...
we just kind of started rambling about video games at this point.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't see any game coming out this year that could possibly challenge any of these 3 BRs.
Maybe next year. I don't honestly think, though, that there's going to be anything that will even come close to beating them.
Like, Warzone 2 might retake some of what Warzone left off of, but the problem with Warzone 2
Wait, is that this year?
next year.
Next year.
The problem with Warzone 2 that's going to be a problem is you're going to burn people out on this content this year,
Yeah.
and they're not going to want to come back to COD.
No.
You saw that with Vanguard. It was just after Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, people didn't want to buy Vanguard. And sure, like, all of the stuff that went down at Activision and Blizzard didn't help it.
No, it didn't.
But
At all.
you can still see the burnout from the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you do that and they're even making it talk about being a paid to play game. So you have to pay you have to buy it, not free to play. And
Or what, Warzone 2?
Mhm,
Really?
mhm.
Oh.
So you might see it come to more of a Battlefield style game of where it was super popular and then just hit the gas brakes and died.
It was super... I think for Battlefield, it was almost popular before it released.
It was too
more
hyped.
Yeah.
And then it was just overhyped and underdelivered.
Which is unfortunate. I
Which
was
is
really
really sad.
looking forward that to be like a really good game.
I thought it would be a COD killer, but
It kind of killed itself instead.
Yeah,
Kind of
Battlefield.
unfortunate.
but it's a cool game. Like, I feel like if they didn't delay the new update until summertime of the season 1, it could have taken up some of the slack of COD.
Yeah.
But right now it needs a battle royale.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Halo too. Like, these 2 games that were supposed to be super good.
Yeah.
Halo is now pulling what, 3,000?
3,000
3,
views.
4, 5,000 viewers, which the ranked will still carry it.
Yeah.
But you can't rely on ranked to keep it alive.
Yeah.
And people may still play off stream,
Mm-hmm.
but streaming is what helped keeps the game alive for long term.
Yeah.
Like, if Apex Legends didn't have people playing it on stream, it would still
It would
have
not be.
players, but it wouldn't be as popular. Same thing with Fortnite.
Hmm.
Probably Fortnite even more so.
And honestly, streamers keep a game alive.
Mhm.
If you think about it, if a streamer is playing your game, it means they like the game and they'll actually, well,
They're
unless, of
spending
course, they're
8 hours a
sponsored.
day or more playing your game.
That means they're dedicated to it. They love it.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's a different story with some other games, but like either they're paid to play it or
Well, let's put it this way.
there's just no
Hyperscape.
other game. Mhm.
Hyperscape came out 2020, was it?
Yes, 2020. I think it was the same, almost around the same
Super
time frame.
popular. It had, I don't know how many thousand players, but
Mhm.
it was pretty popular to watch on Twitch looking back on it.
Yeah.
And then streamers started leaving the game.
Yeah.
They no longer thought it worth their time, and
Well, it
rightly
wasn't.
so, because of the
Yeah.
choices that they made. And at the end of the day, it just
Mhm.
people stopped playing it because there's really no point to play it.
Yeah.
And it became the dead game cycle. And I find it funny when people call Fortnite a dead game,
And it's got like 2
and the
million
dead
players.
game is dying servers because so many people are playing it.
Yeah.
Like, the dead game cycle is when you log onto a game, try and find a match, there's nobody there, so you leave the game. That's the
Oh.
dead game.
What game did we try to play? New Eden? No. New Horizon? No. What was it? It was based in Canada.
Oh, Darwin Theory.
Darwin Theory. There we go.
Back in the early days, we
Oh.
waited 30 minutes for a match,
Yeah. Oh
and
my
we couldn't find
goodness.
anybody.
No. It was just like there's nobody. That's a dead game.
Mhm.
That's dead.
Like, World of Warcraft right now is really, really struggling because people log on, and because it's an MMO, you're expecting a busy cycle of economy in order to keep the player base going.
Yeah,
You need to have a
have
lot of people on your
economy.
server.
Yeah.
But right now, there's nobody on the server, so therefore there's nothing to do, so people are just logging off.
How is what am I thinking of right now? Amazon's one that they
New
did.
World?
New World. It's still played? I think it's still played. I just don't know.
It's in a difficult state right now. Like,
I don't think they've dropped any
It's an
new content.
MMO, so it's still gonna be like slightly viewed.
Yeah.
But I feel like at the end of this year, it was just too much grind for an MMO.
Yeah.
There was too much things to do, too much, not problems, but just too much things going on in the game.
Yeah.
I think it's still.
New
Wait.
World.
I actually have to look it up. Actually, I
Let's
don't
look
even know.
at New World. What? Is it called New World?
Just search it up on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. It's not on Twitch Tracker.
That is mail, not what I wanted. That's Google Meets.
Chatting,
There we go.
Valorant, Minecraft, Tarkov.
Sorry if you can hear this. Their podcast. I'm
music.
just going to search Twitch here. Oh yeah, I forgot to say.
Lost Ark. Teamfight Tactics is insane. I don't know what's going on with that one.
Teamfight is actually kind of fun to watch.
18k people watching ASMR right now.
5.4 thousand watching New World.
Not that bad. That's good.
Let's see who actually views highest to low. So right now, League of Legends, 400,000.
Okay.
Just chatting. Dying Light 2. Oh, that released today.
Yes, I saw that.
GTA, GSTO, Apex, because it has a sponsored thing going on. Path of Exile, I have no idea. FIFA 22, Valorant, Minecraft, RL. Oh, RL has the RCLS right now. Fortnite, Rust. I'm not going to say that one because I'm not sure what it is. Warzone Pacific, Dota 2, Pokemon, Slots, Escape from Tarkov, World of Warcraft. Internet Cafe Simulator. It's probably like one person's playing it and they have 40,000 viewers.
40,000 viewers.
Clash Royale, same thing. Somebody's playing it and they have 40,000 viewers.
Bonsai Bros, but I think we're playing a Cafe Simulator too, I think. Not today, I think the other day.
Okay. But like, all of these games, except League of Legends right now, I think it's, oh yeah, there's 135,000 watching the tournament.
Okay, so it's, okay.
Dying Light 2, yep, they're, the new things going on. GT is always watched. But like, out of the top watched games, normally it's
Counter-Strike, there's a
Fortnite.
tournament, I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yep. That is exactly what's going on. 80,000 viewers on that one
Valorant,
thing.
let's see. No, Valorant has literally like no tournaments going on and it has 140k.
Which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
By the way, everybody, for your information, we are recording this video on Friday, so if it does
Yes.
come out late and these aren't matching up like the day of, that's why it's going to be. Fortnite has 103k and the most people watching it is 10k on Mr. Savage right now.
Yeah. He's doing a tournament with Benji, I think.
So like, you have your viewers spread out among 100,000 viewers spread out among your streamers. Let's see, Apex right now. Timmy, Nick, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Almost your top 5 streamers for Apex have all of your viewers.
I have 10k each.
Mhm.
Almost. Well, that's like averaging out. Nick A30 right there.
Wait, I'm gonna click on Nick 30. I want to see this.
Season. Oh, I forgot. Olympics were starting today.
But like,
Go Team Canada.
yeah, go Team Canada. Bring us some gold, Team Canada, and Devon Levi. Better do well, my friend.
Honestly, I think for the Olympics, our women's hockey team is looking
Sharp.
much better than our actual men's hockey team.
I love women's hockey and Olympics.
Let's
It's so
just
good.
say, I think let's just let the women's
Money
play for
trail.
the men's and just let the women's win the all the gold for it because
Well,
they're
I
looking
feel like we have a really
so-
good team for men's
they're
this
look-
year. It's just we're all rookies because they're all
Yeah.
green.
Man,
They haven't played NHL experience, but
I wanted NHL this year. But
that'd be cool. That would have been cool, but at the same time, they need him for they needed the time to make up games. But now we're just on a complete bunny trail.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We were talking about like the top games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see any game coming out this year to challenge the meta at all.
No.
Like Dying Light 2 is like really the only one coming out that's
Well, that's just
live
for,
service game?
That's just for today, though.
no. I know Dying Light 2 though is a live service game, so it keeps going. It has like live content coming out, but it's a paid game.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just gonna pull my mic back so you can actually hear me.
One game I think is huge, and I think I find it kind of hilarious that is huge. Dead by Daylight.
Well, that one's fun because it's a niche horror game.
Yeah, but like it's always played throughout. Like
That is true. Like
it's
it,
got like what 20,000 viewers
Steady, yeah.
consistently.
and then
and-
like peaks of like 50 to 60 around.
Halloween.
Yeah,
But
Halloween
like,
time.
but it's always played no matter what. Not even during Halloween. Like Halloween it peaks, but like It's always played.
It's a cool game though.
Like, I just don't
the
understand.
style of it, like what you can do in the game, is really cool.
Yeah, and they also do like collabs with like the horror games, and
I think that's kind of cool, being able to play like Scream in kind of like Fortnite, being able to play Aloy in Fortnite.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't see a game though this year coming out of shaking up the meta and becoming the top stream game. Because if you look at the release schedule for games, you have like this month we have Dying Light 2, Forbidden West, and Elden Ring. I keep calling it Elder Ring. Those three, Elden Ring is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I don't play it because I don't like that style. But it's gonna be fun for the people who want to play it. It's a super hard to grind game, but it's not gonna be a stream game.
No.
Maybe for the first like week.
Yeah.
Forbidden West, same thing. It's gonna be roughly maybe 1,500 viewers by the end of the month.
Yeah.
It's a cool game, just not gonna be streamed. Same thing with Dying Light 2. It's probably gonna sit around maybe the 2,000 2 to 20,000 viewer range for the first couple months.
Yeah.
Because it's a cool game, but again, it's just you have to buy it.
Yeah.
And then like I don't see, except for Lego Skywalker Saga, that one could possibly come in, destroy the entire market, and become the most streamed game in the world.
Oh, I forgot about Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah, that one was just released, and it wasn't a bad game.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think it's cute. I think it's cute because it's Pokemon, but like.
I feel like with the Pokemon game, they're all like, nothing against Pokemon, they're all like the same though.
Yeah. Dead by Daylight right now has 33,000. So for some odd reason.
Well, yeah, that's a really neat. I like Dead by Daylight. Like, I don't watch it at all because it freaks me out. But I think it's cool about the community. They actually like the game, and I like about even when we stream Alien Isolation. Like that game has a passionate community. And even like when we were streaming it, we averaged like 5 to 6 viewers, and we weren't the bottom of the list.
No.
And we had a few new people come in. I don't think they ever like chatted or anything, but we had I could see lurking.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool that you have a community like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't play that game every day, but it's cool once in a blue moon to play a game and be like kind of refreshing of like, oh, you have a really nice community that you built.
Yeah.
The only other game that'd be like for us if Fortnite went down tomorrow and never came back up, I would love to play Warframe.
Yes.
That has such a good community. It is such a fun game. I play that one. I haven't played it that much recently, but I love that game. It is so good.
Yeah.
What would you pick if like Fortnite went down out of any game that we play? What one would you pick?
Valorant. or Apex though.
Bro.
Apex. Oh no, that's a hard decision, bro. Those are like my three favorite. I got 3 favorites: Fortnite, Apex, Valo.
With me for Apex, I love Apex. I just first person after a while gives me a little nauseous. It's just
But Valo is not that hard because it's slow.
It's a very slow paced game.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about Valorant, of like shaking up our games a little bit. Oh, excuse me. And I think this is why a lot of Fortnite pros play it secondarily, is Fortnite is so high packed. You have action, you have building, you have everything available. Valorant is slow as molasses.
But
I don't mean that in the bad way.
Not like an annoying slow. It's like a good slow.
It's slow enough that you can play it and just take your time. You can do it tactically. The rounds take like an hour to play out an entire game.
Yeah.
So like, I don't mean this. Don't think I'm bashing Valorant. I like Valorant. I didn't at first, but I like how slow it is. You're able to take your time, think your things through, take your shots. Like my shots are not good at Valorant. I need to work on that. But I like that part of the game of being able to just slow your roll down, especially after a high-paced game like Apex or Fortnite. It's just kind of like a palate cleanser of like, oh yeah, this is what gaming is. Just take it slow.
That's a good word for it. Palate cleanser. Yeah.
It's so different than the other games.
Yeah.
Like, Warzone is you mainly sit around. Apex, you're constantly moving. Fortnite, you're constantly building.
Yeah.
Valorant, you just have to think. That's it. You have to know your positioning, you have to know your shots, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, and I feel like people are going to say, well, Valorant is a very, very good game. But when you think about it this way, you're only facing 5 people. Not 100, not 150, not 80, just 5.
60. Apex is 60.
Apex, okay. Not 60, just 5. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting third-partied. You just have to worry about getting flanked. by those 5 people. You're not going to have another team of 5 come in ever throughout the game. And I kind of like that about it.
I mean, it also uses a different side of your brain too.
It's
like,
more tactical than it is like luck-based as well.
There's no cover. Like what I find is interesting is if there's any cover, it's wall bangable. There's no cover in the game, so you have to peek angles.
Yeah,
you have to play angles. You have to pixel peek.
And there's nowhere to really camp as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have different Valorant agents who can do different things with their ults.
Yes.
And I think that's a lot of fun too.
I mean, I think there's a little too many flashers, but people who like to flashbang.
Oh yeah, or like smoke, like.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, here's the thing: like with Apex, with Fortnite, not Fortnite, sorry, with Apex, with Valorant, with Overwatch, you can only do so many people.
Yeah.
Until you begin repeating abilities.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now, especially with Apex, with Maggie coming out, Maggie's more of the same a little bit.
More of the same, but she also is different because she can like stop campers a bit. But
well, that's cool. But I mean, like her passive is you shoot somebody and you can see them for a few seconds. And then Seer, he was able to see people through walls. Valk, her passive is while you're flying, you're able to see people through walls.
No, only if they're out in the open.
No, as long as they're around you.
Really?
If you're in their area, you can see them even through walls.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why I like Valk. It just Apex right now, a lot of their passives are being able to see people through walls.
Yeah.
Which
I kind of like. I like having abilities in a game. I think that's cool.
But I
think
feel
that
like
makes it
they
different.
need to shake the meta up and put up another support character in.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know
or
what type of
another recon character that doesn't be able to know where people are. Like a recon character that you can like think of it this way: that if you want purple loot, you can like scan or do something, and you can see where the best loot is, like within that chunk around you.
Yeah.
Kind of like Loba, except as like your passive, like you know how Bloodhound, they will tap their wrist and then they send out this wave in front of you. Imagine if you did that, but like, so say you're in the city and it scans it and you can see all like what building would have the best loot.
Yeah, but then Loba, you would just use Loba because she can see through walls. Wall hacks.
Well, I mean, like Loba, you can only see for so far. 50 meters is your max. What if this character has like 150 or 200?
Yeah.
And then so you can make your rotations based on where the loot is.
Yeah. Or if you could open your
map.
map.
And also Ash. Ash can see where people have died, and her passive you can throw down that thing and ping them.
Which is like, that's awesome. That's different.
Well, that's different, but it's also more of the same of knowing where people are.
True.
Like I feel like every team now, because of there's Seer, Bloodhound, Ash, Velk, Crypto, Maggie, all of these ones are just going to they're all being able to know where people are.
True.
And so no matter how you slice and dice your team up, you're going to have a team that can see where people are.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. But at the end of the day, more of the same agents. Like, I know Valorant, Jet. What's that ability where you toss the smoke and it's like that ball thing? Like, I know three of their agents has that.
Omen, Jet, thinking.
There's one other. It's like a purple or green one.
No, it's Sand and it's Brim.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, it's Brim. Yeah.
Like 3 of them have that same secondary.
I think it's Brim.
Which isn't bad, but at the end of the day, it's the same secondary.
Yeah.
It just and I get it. There's only so much you can do.
Oh, and there's Reyna.
Oh, Reyna.
Do something similar.
But like, there's only so much you can do before you have to start reusing abilities. But you shouldn't have to do the same thing enough that you have to reuse the ability like 7 times. Because that's 7 different agents and that can see where people are for Apex.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. I think it's kind of cool, especially having be able to have reconnaissance of like, you don't need a UAV or you don't need a super UAV to see where people are. I kind of like that. It makes you be able to play it differently.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to have like a different support character that could.
Yeah. It would be awesome.
That would be complementary to Loba, or a different type of attack person that like doesn't camp like I think it's super hard though as a dev to think of those different things and how to implement it properly. So props to these games that have kept their games alive instead of just crash and burned.
Yeah. They're doing their best, which is applaudable.
And,
crazy
and
applaudable.
as much as I say like I want it changed, ultimately I'm just play the game.
Yeah.
I can say
We're gamers. We kind of, so as like gamers, we see it through thick and thin. So if we were just like a normal person playing the game, we wouldn't notice these things.
But we
play it all the time. So we're kind of
not all the time, but we play a lot.
Well, most of the time. Generally, we play these games. So we're kind of, I don't want to say ruining it, but we're complaining about it when it's not actually important to complain about. So that's just what we do as gamers. All right, let's recap of what we just talked about. We talked about AVA, why we started AVA. We talked about AVA.
I feel like we talked about like two things in once. We talked about like why we started AVA, and then we went right into like video game talk.
Yeah.
Like,
and then we talked about our plans for AVA, Twitch, esports, and social media, and also we talked about video games. We talked about Apex. We talked about Warzone. We talked about Fortnite. Thank you everybody for tuning into this first ever the Avalanche podcast. Hit that sub button. Or the follow button on podcasts. Hit that sub button on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Spotify. We'll be uploading twice monthly podcasts. Talk about whatever we really feel like talking about.
Like twice monthly, and then we might go off to like once a month. I mean, not once a month, but like once a week. Another thing I just want to say is a lot of these things stated in this podcast were our own opinions and our own views on these games. They're not facts about these games. So if you do have a different view or a different opinion, feel free to talk to us about it. We stream pretty well almost every day on Twitch. So come by, stop by, say hi out the Two Bros Gaming. And join us next time. We might talk about Marvel movies, or we might talk about garbage trucks.
Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. See you later.